Hi everyone, this is Lovely Mess, and this is my first video recording that I'm doing. This year I'm deciding to launch my platform, and although I'm not exactly sure where I'm going with this, I know that I want to share relatable content that's positive. So I wanted to just talk a little bit about myself. I am going to be turning 32 this year. And I am currently in a relationship. It's been about a month, and I also have been sober since March 1st, 2019. And I have been struggling with all kinds of addictions my whole life, and I decided to take control back. And so I kind of just wanted to talk a little bit about my struggle with addiction, a little bit about relationships, a little bit about the new year. I thought I would doll myself up, but I didn't do that. I have to actually go to work. And I thought it's not going to be about what I look like, but it's got to be about the content, right? And so I wanted to talk a little bit about my mornings usually. Usually I'm waking up in the morning. I would say this time last year, I was waking up to a bottle of tequila, and Jose Cuervo was my number one man. And I had to drink to get up in the morning to go to work. Unfortunately, I had to drink on the way there. I had to drink at work. I had to drink after work. There wasn't a moment that I wasn't drinking. I had become so dependent on my bottle, and the obsession was ridiculous. And honestly, this morning, to just be waking up and doing something different is a miracle. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, was making those choices to do different things, because I am a stubborn person that likes to do the same shit that I'm comfortable with, and it got me nowhere. It's getting me nowhere, and I struggle with this daily. Even though I've made the choice to get sober, that's just one decision to get at least to a solid foundation. To be able to expand and to do and live and to actually pursue my dreams. And the struggle that I'm dealing with internally is something I wanted to talk about, because, the anxiety, the depression, the insecurity, the fear are so debilitating. I mean, we are our own worst enemy. I am the worst person to myself. I'm the one that beats myself up the most, because the truth is nobody can really get me down. I mean, it hurts my feelings. But it's when I put myself down that I really feel the lowest. And I had to choose to change how I was going to view myself. Like, was I just going to continue hating myself and killing myself? I mean, I wanted to die. Anybody who's drinking all day, every day, is not trying to live a life. And I was okay with that. I mean, I was functioning. I'm going to the same job I'm going to now. And I felt like I was even better at work. I was more articulate. I looked better, even though looked crazy. I was drunk all the time. The permanent smell of tequila, the aroma just permeating out of my body. My body was so filled with toxins and trash, and my mind was too. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to do. And I still don't know what to do, but I know that I wanted to take my life back into control. Be the brain again, and not let my addiction control what I was doing and every thought, and it controlled my day. I mean, all I did was wonder when I was going to get that next bottle. When was I going to be able to take my next swig? You know, and that's not life. You're hiding in gas station bathrooms and you're crying to yourself about all of the sick shit that you do to hide your addiction, and you somehow rationalize it to make it okay. And, you know, I had to get control back of my body, and I didn't know how I was going to do it, like I said. And I'm still working on it. But on March 1st, 2019, I decided, you know, why don't I try to give myself a chance? You know, let's try to get yourself in some help. You have the insurance. You could take advantage of it. I know some people don't even have that opportunity. Why are you going to let this pass you by? You know, and I had to make the choice to go to my company, to really put it all out on the line so that there was no going back. Because I knew once I put it out there, I was going to be forced to have to make the decision. You know, and fortunate for me, you know, as much as I was drinking and driving and doing all of these horrible things, you know, I did not face any severe consequences, you know, and it's just because I was so lucky. I mean, it has nothing to do with me operating differently. I mean, I had, in fact, operated worse. Scary times. And it took me a month to get all of that alcohol out of my body and to be clear-headed. And I had been sober for a month before, so I was like, what is this going to do for me? And in there, one of the people that were on the panel that came to talk to us was telling us that, you know, you could go to a million different places and get a million different treatments. And, you know, if you don't decide to do it, then you're not going to do it. And if you rely on something else to make you have the motivation to change, that's never going to happen. And it's true. And I had to decide if I was going to do something different, if I was going to stay exactly the same. And I'm working on that, you know, because like right now I am almost a year sober and the struggle is real. My cravings are still strong. You know, I got into a relationship, like I said, into several. And, you know, I've just had to learn to dig deep within myself instead of relying on other people at this point. And I'm learning every day, and every time I fall down, it's a chance for me to struggle to get back up. And it's really become more about the fight to not be scared to fail. Because I've always been scared to fail. It's been holding me back this entire time. You know, I was scared to do this video. I'm scared how I look. I'm scared how people are going to perceive me. And I'm just not going to be scared anymore. And I have so much to talk about, and I have so much that I'd like to discuss. And a lot of it is going to have to do with just positive vibrations, high energy, doing good things, not making it complicated. Life shouldn't be so complicated. We're the ones that make it complicated. We are our own worst enemies. All of those cognitive distortions that we feed ourselves, our addictions every day, is what's really the enemy. Nobody else is the enemy. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's so sloppy. I probably we'll be working on this more in the future, but I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope that you guys subscribe or like or however this works. Thanks.